It's been quite a while since I have decided to go and tell a story, so today I'm here to fix that. So let's sit around the campfire and let Uncle Lua tell you a story. Now, this requires us to take a blast to the past, back then when Beyblades actually used to be relevant. Back in the day, this used to be literally one of the most coolest things to ever exist. And I know the reason why. It's literally because of the anime. I have very good memories of me waking up in the morning so I can go and watch this, and then it plays that one opening song that I'm pretty sure we all know where it goes like Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip, and then the main character takes out his Pegasus, and then he just completely destroys every single main villain that exists. Because the anime wasn't really that good, the whole purpose of it was to basically just market to people. Like, you're supposed to go and watch the anime and be like, wow, these Beyblades are so cool. I want one in real life. And it 100% worked. Because me and thousands of other people during that time was absolutely obsessed with Beyblade. It was literally the only thing we care about, and we just wanted it so badly. So me, just like a lot of other people, ended up collecting as much Beyblades as possible and basically playing with them. And Beyblade wasn't the only thing that was extremely big at the time. Another thing that I remember was Bakugan, something that I think is extremely underrated because not a lot of people talk about it. This is something that existed too, but this has got completely forgotten, and the only thing that is remembered is literally like Beyblade and back then Pokemon. But no one talks about Bakugan anymore. Also, like Beyblade, it had an anime and it wasn't really that good. It was absolutely terrible, but I remember watching it, and I also had a little bit of Bakugan. That's just something that I wish more people talk about, but I'm getting off topic. We're here to talk about Beyblade. Now, one thing that I ended up doing was secretly bringing my Beyblades to school, because obviously, since most schools are just lame and they like banning kids from having fun, Beyblades got banned in our school because people were bringing them and they were just ripping it absolutely everywhere. You'll be in the middle of class and the teacher is trying to say something, and then a kid will just go and scream a line from the anime and just rip his Beyblade halfway across the class, and that literally bounces everywhere. And then one kid is basically just guaranteed to get blasted in the leg, and then he started crying, and everyone is like, come on, man, you just got hit with a Beyblade. It's not really that big of a deal. Or if they were a real man, they just pretend that it didn't hurt them at all, so they'll just get hit and they're like, that didn't hurt, I'm 100% fine. So the school ended up making a decision to go and ban it, but that didn't really stop us, because that means we just had to continue playing it, but in secret. There was only 2 times of the days where you could go and play Blades, and that was one during recess where everyone goes outside for like 30 minutes, I think, and they go run around and play. You can go and play Beyblades there, or in the bathroom in lunchtime. Yeah, that's something that we used to do. One kid used to bring his stadium. We all used to go in the bathroom and we'll sit on the ground and play Beyblades, which is absolutely disgusting to think about. That is just so gross, because this was a school bathroom, especially back in the day, so you know that ground was probably filled to the brim with piss and kids just not knowing how to be clean at all. But we didn't care. We had to go and play Beyblades, so we were going in that bathroom and we were gonna go and play. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a legendary person back then. I was absolutely destroying people in Beyblade. And when I mean destroying, I actually mean that. I used to shoot my Beyblade in a way where when I let it rip, it used to completely destroy my opponent's Beyblades. Like, it will literally explode, and pieces of it will go absolutely everywhere. And we used to bet stuff when we used to do the little game, so it'll be like, hey man, I challenge you to like a duel. I have absolutely no clue what people called it back then. I'm pretty sure they called it a duel. I don't know. And we were like, if you win, you get this bag of Skittles. And obviously, I was a champion of the ring, so a lot of people were coming to battle me, and I used to win all the time. I had a bunch of corpses just gathering up of Beyblades and just pieces absolutely everywhere, and I was unstoppable. I was like a real life anime villain where people are trying to come in the bathroom trying to just dethrone me, and I was really unstoppable. I perfectly remember after a good old day of destroying Beyblade, I get to go home and I'll go and play my DS, and I'll just think I'm the coolest person of all time. I was pretty cool back in the day. Just like every anime villain, I ended up meeting my match, because one thing happened that completely changed me and traumatized me for quite a period of time. It was just like every other day. I've decided that I was gonna go in the bathroom during lunchtime and play some Beyblades. And when that happened, someone else has decided to come in and challenge me to a duel. And obviously, I ended up accepting. So we did just the usual event, two people coming together, putting their Beyblade in their top, and it's time to let it rip. And while we're going, an accident ended up happening. Now, I don't know what Beyblades are made of now, but back then, those old Beyblades, when the anime used to show, Beyblades like Pegasus and stuff, they were extremely dangerous. They were really hard, and if you ended up getting hit by one of those Beyblades, it hurt really bad, especially Pegasus. There's one reason why I keep on bringing that one up, because that was one that was especially painful. I remember one time where I ended up getting hit in the arm, and it hurt really bad. I was like, oh man, I got like a bruise and stuff. And something like that ended up happening, but I didn't get hit in the arm. I got hit in something even more precious. While we are getting ready to fight, he had a Pegasus, I put in my Beyblade, and when he goes and let it rip, the Beyblade flies out, bounces out of the stadium, and blasted me directly in my balls. Now, this ended up hitting me in like a Mach 2. I have absolutely no idea how the Beyblade was able to pick up speed in such a short period of time, but I ended up getting blasted, and that was probably one of the most painful experiences I had in my life. I got hit, and it was like when you got punched in a video game and your whole screen turned white. And then I just completely act like it didn't hurt. You really thought that I was gonna go and scream and cry over? Of course not. I got hit, I held my balls a little bit, fighting back the tears and fighting back not to scream, and just went like, yeah, that didn't hurt at all. It was just a little oopsie daisy, but I don't want to play anymore. I have to look cool. I can't cry in front of the boys. So I just decided to get out and just leave the bathroom in crazy pain. And the pain never went away for literally the whole day. I was in this chronic state of just injury for the whole day of school. And then when the day finally ends, it literally felt like that was going to take forever. And I went home. I was just crying. I was in so much pain. And then, just like everything else, the pain went away and the day eventually ended. And then tomorrow comes and I've decided to myself that I'm going to go and play Beyblade again. But this time, something has changed. I couldn't. When someone challenged me to a duel, I go and accept it. And when I tried to go and rip the thing, I'm literally shaking. The best way to describe the scene is like in JoJo Bizarre Adventure when Jotaro beats Dabi. And he's literally sitting there like panting, sweating, and screaming. That was actually me. Because every time when I try to, I just think about that whole injury and it just scarred me. I stopped playing Beyblade after that, and I literally just couldn't do it anymore. Ever since that day, I never went in the bathroom to go and play Beyblade. I just absolutely stopped. I didn't even enjoy the anime anymore. Kind of at that time, the anime was falling off and it was becoming extremely bad. I just stopped. And no more Beyblade. I didn't ask for them anymore. I just straight up pretend they didn't exist. I was actually traumatized and I could not even play it anymore. That was basically it. That was my little Beyblade arc. It was over. I ended up getting hit in the ball so hard it just scarred me for life. And yeah, that's it. That's the story. The reason why I wanted to tell this story is because apparently Beyblade still exists. There's still some versions of them. And I just ended up seeing some, and yeah, it just made me think about this. And the new Beyblade now looks extremely stupid. Like, they do not look good at all. Especially the one in Japan. Some of the Japan exclusive Beyblades just look awful. Except the Hello Kitty one. That one is amazing. Anyway, this is just something that I wanted to talk about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See you.